I don't know. I was just trying to sing the rest of the song.
What was the song? Sorry, I
Trying to
missed
do a
it.
thing.
You want to finish the
I don't
lyrics?
really remember it now.
Oh, Marky, do you remember the lyrics?
Something about fucking dicks.
I started the
Good
recording,
job.
by the way.
Oh,
Something
Well,
about dicks.
yeah, there was dicks,
And more dicks.
and they were being drank.
Drinking dicks all the motherfucking day, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Dick drinkers.
Dick
Drinking the dicks.
drinkers.
What you got there, Murky?
Captain Coke.
you know,
Big
I
old
recently
cup of dick.
made myself a white Russian, and I thought I wasn't going to like it. I have this bartender app that I plug in everything that I have. It tells me like you can make these drinks with what you have.
Oh, that's pretty
And
cool.
one of the top rated drinks was a white Russian. I was like, I've never had one. I just know about it because of the Big Lebowski, and he technically doesn't make a white Russian.
Yeah,
Kind of makes like a really
nice.
bastardized version of it. But it's really simple. You just have coffee liqueur, you have vodka, and you have cream. You just mix your coffee liqueur and your vodka together, and then you put like an ounce of cream on top, and you just slowly stir it together, and just kind of tastes like spiked coffee, if I'm being honest. It's really
Nice.
not bad.
I would try it. I've never had one either.
Yeah, no, honestly, thought I was going to hate it. Ended up really enjoying it.
They're pretty good.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty good.
They do.
Pretty
Yeah.
good.
What do we do?
I don't know.
No.
You want to tell a story about your insurance person?
No,
He hasn't heard it.
that's okay.
No,
Well, it's because I'm like
not
never
podcast.
in the voice chats anymore.
insurance companies are stupid.
Yes, they
Insurance
are.
Companies are.
I almost
They're
got to.
very
I
stupid.
almost got to join a very prestigious club that Coco was a part of.
The
Oh.
Autism
The
Club?
Dead Dad Club?
The Dead Dad Club.
What'd your dad almost do?
Yeah, fucking he got hit by an old lady while he was on his motorcycle.
Oh,
Oh,
that's good.
Yeah. And around about he got fucking ejectoed. Got super lucky. Just some
please tell me he was wearing a helmet.
Yeah, Roy.
No. No.
I hate to say it. Anytime I see a motorcyclist not wearing a helmet, the first thing I think of is if you survive a motorcycle accident, I don't know, maybe God does exist and he's watching after you, because otherwise
Yeah,
I
he's
just
had
imagine
some-
your head going plop.
scrapes on his elbow and
So what you
like
think
one
about
on his
me?
arm.
Oh, well, I've seen you wear a helmet.
Yeah, I always wear a helmet.
Exactly.
Anytime I think about like not wearing a helmet, I see a motorcycle accident, and I'm like, I like to keep my brains inside my head, and that's why I wear the
Right.
helmet over there.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Anybody got any good games to play recently?
No.
Yeah, I'm kind of just scrolling through Steam, and I'm not really seeing anything either.
Could always play Russian roulette.
God, I want to play that so
We
bad.
could play it in Hand Simulator.
Oh God, game is so ridiculous.
I
It's
remember Hand
so
Simulator.
fucking stupid.
There was,
I don't know. I sent Coco a fuck ton of co-op games for game boat purposes, and he never replied back to any of them. So
I
just
ADHD.
into that list.
I ADHD.
You know what you
forgot about
did
it.
is you saw that it was a long list, and you immediately stopped caring. Is what happening.
Yeah,
I know
that's
what you guys
called
wanna
that's
play.
called ADHD.
That's
I know
It
what
called
overwhelmed
autism.
me. You should have just
Obviously,
sent
you
them to
guys
me
need
one
more
at a
change,
time
yeah.
over like a course of 10 hours, and I'd fucking look at
No.
all of them.
My hyper-fixation wouldn't allow it.
Well, fuck you, you dirty slut. Just pick the games and I'll play whatever. I'll buy whatever for both of us.
You buy
What
me
sounds good to
whatever.
you? You have better taste than I do.
Please come now. You come falling.
He can't take this
Oh,
fucking.
damn.
He was
Just
shit.
play-
He
just
can't
play
take.
all humans.
He can't take shitting on me and then me returning back compliments to him. It breaks his fucking brain.
It does
You
because
dumb piece of shit. Well, you're smarter than me.
that's a fucking lie. I went into education. That was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life. Look at that baby. Look
Smart
at that
people
cutie.
do dumb
Baby.
things sometimes. Look at
Hold
Murky.
me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's a kitty belly.
All
All right. So some of the shit that I sent Coco that he never responded to.
Yeah, because I'm fucking stupid as shit.
You're not
You know what I
stupid as
should do is
shit.
I should play Ark.
Oh,
They
with
did
the
a
Power Rangers
Ranger,
update.
yeah.
Wait, Ark has
Yeah.
Power Rangers now?
Yeah, Ark
Yeah.
has Power Rangers in it.
I
It's
mean,
the
I'm-
Mighty Morphin.
I mean, I'm not really surprised, but
I'm not either. I'm really shocked it
I was
hadn't
very
happened
surprised.
sooner. But some things that I have sent him were Death Watchers, a 4-player co-op game, $12. The Bureau of Contacts, which is, I don't know if that's just co-op. Let's see. It says online co-op, so I'm assuming 1 to 4 players. There we go.
oh,
Oh, you
It's
know,
where you have to like, it's kind of like Phasmophobia, except for you can actually protect yourself a little bit, it looks like. Then there is I was trying to think of a joke to do it because it's called Murky Divers. And I was going to call it maybe like Jack Daniels drinkers or something, but I couldn't think of anything creative.
it happens.
4-player co-op game where you're like checking out sunken pharmaceutical labs with their failed experiments swimming around.
Mhm.
There's also Pilgrim, which is a first-person roguelike game with RPG elements and horror elements in it. That one's $8. Murky Dollars is the cheapest at $6. I will send the ADHD. God, I don't know why I'm so burpy. I'm sorry, boys.
burpee.
And there's also, wait, no, the other one's just 2-player. I'll take that one off there. Panicore, which is something Peachy has recommended to me. They said that they enjoyed that one. Here we go. Bloop. One of those doesn't come out until like December. I just kind of put on that list to Coco.
I'll be sending this to the ADHD boys.
Yeah, the
Yes.
ADHD boys.
ADHD. Oh yeah, there's a lot there. Subterror.
Yeah, that one doesn't come out until December, but it looked interesting. I liked it.
You look interesting.
Murky Divers.
God, I wish.
We can make
Murky
a bunch
Divers.
of murky jokes.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's.
God.
I was trying to make a murky joke, but none of them were coming to me, and I'm like, you know what?
Bureau
Murky's
of
getting off
Contact.
easy with me today, like he normally does when I send him feed pics.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, murky.
What
Was that you going? Mm.
That was
Yeah.
him.
was?
Pilgrim.
Pilgrim. Yeah, that one looked really interesting to me. First person
Merry
horror game, but it's also
Christmas,
roguelike.
Pilgrims.
I think you're called Pilgrim because you're technically going on like a pilgrimage with your friends.
Ah, yes, right.
Right.
Of course.
That's my assumption, though. I could be entirely wrong.
I
Right.
assume you are a cutie.
I wish. Excuse you, boys.
Aw.
But speaking of Power Rangers, no, I don't know what it was. I was doing some of that landscaping job that I've been doing for my parents as like just a little bit of income because parents are willing to pay me for it.
Uh-huh.
But I decided to listen to podcasts while I'm working, and one of them that I've been listening to is Tales from the Stinky Dragon. It's those people that used to be on Rooster Teeth. It was like their D&D podcast, like right around the time that Rooster Teeth got shut by their parent company. So
Mm.
kind of listening to it, there was a lot in there that I was kind of like, you know, I don't think I miss making D&D like podcast or anything, but some of the concepts that they were doing, I'm like, you know, I could have edited the joysticks podcast to sound so much better because, and I know this was, Coco was only in there for like one session, but Zeno can attest that we would just sit there for like minutes at a time because rules lawyering kind of happen, and we would just kind of have to sit through and just be like, okay, here it is. We found the official rule. And then eventually we'd get like 20 minutes of narration go in. And then the moment combat happened, like, okay, well, now we gotta double check the rules because somebody brought this up. Which, like, there's nothing wrong with rules lawyering. If you're a rules lawyer, I think there's a time and a place for it. Like, if it is absolutely detrimental that you follow the rules, by golly, get that DM handbook, get the player's handbook, make sure you understand it from like cover to cover. Otherwise, I feel like just go with what the DM says is 9 times out of 10 the best way to just make sure your story is just flowing well. And if your DM truly doesn't know, I mean, help them out. Be like, well, it says here on my player sheet that this spell does this, and the DM can just take it and run with that. Y'all are there to have fun. Don't try to ruin it and slow down the process.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. Ricky?
It looks like Pilgrim is only 2 players, I think.
What?
I don't know, because every time I'm watching the different trailers and I'm only seeing like 2 players together at a time.
You know what that means?
Oh no, this one has
diver. You've been down too long in the midnight sea.
Double check.
Who was the kind of me? Now.
I actually have to read through this whole description now. Just says co-op multiplayer in the description. You know what? Maybe a quick Google search will fix this. How many players can play Pilgrim? Oh, that's Scott Pilgrim versus the World. That is not the game that I want. 4 players.
Not bad.
Wow.
And I'm pretty sure most of our audience, when I was ranting about playing tabletop, like immediately zoned out. And those who are zoning back in, welcome back. How was your zone out session? Do you feel better? Sometimes I need to zone out too to make sure that my own little world's okay. So I know Zeno's watching The Boys lately.
The Boys. How's The Boys going, Zeno?
You know, I'm on season 4, and I feel like seasons 1 through 3, every episode I was like, this show's really fucking good. Now in season 4, I'm just like, meh, it's all right. It's not been super exciting.
Is 4 the most recent season?
Yes.
I've heard the most recent season was just okay so far. Like I heard it started good and then it just kind of tapered off.
Yeah, I would agree. It's just kind of all right, unfortunately.
I know I'm like behind on shows like majorly because I just don't really watch shows. But I started watching Doom Patrol.
Yeah.
A DC Comics one with Brendan Fraser.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like a superhero soap opera where occasionally they kind of remember, oh, wait, these guys are supposed to be superheroes. Let's have a superhero fight. Like, there's this one episode where I'm still in season 1. So spoilers for anyone who hasn't watched season 1 of Doom Patrol after like 4 years, because I think it came out around the pandemic. But it is Crazy Jane, Negative Man, and Robot Man get teleported down to Paraguay because that is a clue of where their chief is at. Because the big thing for season 1, their chief got taken. Nobody knows where he's at. All they know is Mr. Negative has him. Or Mr. Nobody, sorry. Mr. Nobody has him.
Negative.
So you have Negative Man, you have Mr. Nobody, and for some reason that keeps messing me up. So I have to refer to Negative Man as Larry.
Larry?
Larry.
But in that episode, one of my favorite episodes, they teleport down there. They find out that the guy who's running this clinic that they go into is a Nazi, and the Nazi's still alive, and he has this power to like control other people with his mind.
Mind
So
bullets?
he doesn't really have mind bullet. He's just a Nazi that can control people with his mind.
Hmm.
And there's this
Okay.
scene where Robot Man gets cornered in a hallway, and Robot Man is played by Brendan Fraser.
Is Robot Man a robot?
Yes. The only thing human about him is his brain. That's it. Everything else is robot. So he's like, oh, you want to fuck with me? Let's fucking do this. So he runs up and he starts fighting these people, but he does not hold back. Like the moment his hand touches this one dude to push him on the ground, he splatters like a watermelon on the ground. It's just blood everywhere. So Robot Man is just on this murder spree in this hallway.
Oh God.
And what's surprising to me is like, yeah, they showed blood in some of the previous episodes, but it wasn't that bad. The moment they got to that episode, it was just everywhere. Like throats got cut open. There's blood everywhere. It's just, it's
my.
gross, but
All right,
then
guys,
the
they
rest of
said
it kind of
an
plays like a
excess of
soap
blood.
opera. Like the last episode that I watched, they like forced each other into a therapy session with each other because they're all like, yeah, we're all a little fucked up and maybe we got to talk about that. So I've been calling it kind of like my personal soaps
Hmm.
because like Murky has House of Dragon right now. Those are his soaps. Yeah, I know. It's that motorcycle or bad truck, whatever it is that comes around this time.
I come around this time too, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey yo.
You know, this is a bad episode of ADHD After Dark when
Hey,
he's the
yo.
one talking primarily.
I was just busy locking down my credit.
What are you
Not
doing with
doing
your
that.
credit?
So there was a data breach by a company called National Public Data. You know, one of them sites that just kind of brokers data for, you know, other sites to like search you up in background checks and stuff like that.
Right.
Well, it turns out that they had a leak of about 2.9 billion records
Oh.
containing, fun fact that I found out how far back it goes. It has my dad's email address combined with the house I lived at when I was fucking 6 years old and haven't been there since. So
Well, now I'm paranoid.
I would recommend everybody look at that and make sure. But they're selling the data for apparently $3.5 billion on the dark web.
Oh.
And you know, I got a bunch of emails from all of my you know, my credit cards that have like the, you know, the free monitoring. They're like, hey, FYI, your social security number and your address and date of birth and like the last like 4 houses you lived at is on the dark web now. And I'm like, cool. So everything that you ask to verify that I am me. So
True.
have fun with that, everybody.
I won't have fun with that.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not going to have fun with that either.
I'm exclusively not gonna have fun.
Yeah. I'm gonna steal your identity. I've been looking for you guys' socials
No,
on
don't
the
do
dark
it.
web. Yeah, fucking this company that I never even know existed. The thing that pisses me off is there's this company that I didn't even know existed that got my information sold to it by like insurance companies, fucking the government, like people I do my taxes through. People I was just like, I would rather them not share my fucking social security number, you know. And then this company I've never heard of is like, oh yeah, by the way, all of your shit's out there on the internet now. So fuck you.
Get fucked, cunt.
Get fucked, cunt.
Well, Discovery or Discover, who I go through.
Discover
for my
should tell
credit.
you. Discover should tell you if your stuff's been out there on their fraud
Yeah.
alerts.
No, my fraud alerts is saying I'm good.
Yeah, they probably dumped a small set of the data to prove that it was real, and mine was probably part of the small set of data that they dumped. So this you'll have to just keep an eye out on it.
Lovely. I mean, what do they want with an unemployed former teacher's anything? Let's be honest.
To be fair, anybody can open up a credit account and then run up the thing and then ruin your credit. I mean, it's not that hard to do. Even if it's like $1,000, that and then it fucks you over, and then it takes forever for it to like recover.
Yeah.
Let's have fun with that, guys.
All right, so another 13th reason. Okay, anyways, Murky, how's your day?
You mean 14th reason?
Well, let's be honest, that's probably 34th reason.
Rule 34th reason?
No.
Oof.
Oof.
Bad day at
It
the
was
office.
really hot and humid today, Ian.
It is. I am
And-
sweating in this office. I actually need to probably plug in one of these fans. Actually,
Yeah, I
no,
got a fan blowing up me.
Take your pants off, you coward.
Ooh,
Yeah, and your shirt.
Who says my pants already aren't off?
are they?
Prove it, bitch.
Stand up. You won't.
Right.
I mean, I'm wearing shorts. I'm not wearing pants.
I mean, your pants are still on. Take that off.
Yeah,
Take
look at
those off.
calves.
Right now.
Take it off. Right
We all
now.
know Zeno does not want to see that.
It's because Xeno's
Okay.
a pussy.
But Coco does, and I was doing it for Coco. So fuck you,
Coco wants to see all the homies naked.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have to fucking see Xeno naked. His fucking clothing outlines enough for me to imagine it. I just don't know if his
Basically-
dick is misshapen or not.
Forming curvature.
What's up, Xeno?
I just pulled a mock knight in the pack and the online
Oh.
And what?
in the online Shadowverse game I pulled
Ah.
a mock knight.
I thought you said Beyond Light, and I was very confused.
I just pulled a hammer dragon newt.
Cool.
Oh, nice.
I don't know.
And
what that
another
does.
mock knight. Brr, 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 brr.
Man, I haven't launched Shadowverse, the card game, in so long.
I uninstalled it. I'm gonna be honest.
I would have if I needed the space, but I didn't. So I just left it up, and now I'm like, I haven't played this game in a while. I'm gonna check it out. See what it's all about.
You mean the thing that got you into the actual playing card game?
No, I started playing the actual card game.
Yeah, I would say
Then
Zeno and I started with the actual thing. We got our starter decks together.
Mhm.
But then you went to the card game online, which then hooked everybody else. But you played more of that before you actually played the regular one.
Correct.
Mhm.
So how many more of those game rule things do you have ready for us to go?
Oh, the game breaker thing? None.
I
If I'm
figured.
being honest. No, I do have some ideas. I just have not had the time to actually just sit down and do something with that.
You have enough time to shit talk me all day. You should have enough time to do that.
I always make time specifically to shit talk you.
As it should be.
Checks out.
It's the only thing that makes me feel better about myself.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, welcome to my life.
Oh, Jesus. I'm out of
I don't
stuff to
remember.
talk about.
This here now.
This is I mean, we can't say that stuff on the podcast. Does he listen to this? I haven't heard him.
Yeah, he totally listens.
Does he?
Wait, who listens to
Crazy.
what now?
Crazy.
I don't know. He probably does. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't really talk to him that often.
This is a great episode, guys. I have no idea what to talk about.
You never know. Could just turn around in the last 5 minutes and be super amazing.
That happened once. I don't think we can do it again. Zeno, did you listen to any of last week's podcast since you weren't here?
Absolutely not.
Oh my God. You have to listen to at least like what is it, like 10 minutes? From 10 minutes to like 60 minutes, you have to listen to that.
I
Because
was watching.
I'm not going to make E describe the movie again because it took us 50 minutes to describe this shitty movie that he watched.
I watched another shitty movie.
Oh, do you have another? Is it even
that
worse than the other one?
Oh, I
The
would
one where
actually say
the-
it's a little better.
Sheriff was the killer.
No, the one where the one that
No, the sheriff was the drug dealer.
The one
Oh,
that-
you're thinking Thanksgiving.
Sure.
yeah, the one that he talked about last week, Zeno, was called what? Crabs?
Crabs.
Yeah, it was Crabs, and it was just the
Dusty, she's so excited.
the
It's so cute.
fucking
USA.
Christ.
Oh, the drinking team. Jesus Christ.
Requirement:
It's
you
for
must
their,
be an alcoholic.
Beer Olympics.
Beer Olympics. That's right. That's right.
I am
Which,
going to
I am currently
lay
drinking a double IPA, which is a
the smack
gumball
of
head
death.
variant.
I
But
had
yeah.
a Smirnoff Red, White, and Berry because America.
Oh, nice.
America. But
America.
summary for you, Zeno. The movie was about like horseshoe crabs taking over the world.
Mutant
crabs?
horseshoe crabs.
We'll call them horseshoe crabs. They didn't have
Were they the
CGI.
size of those mutant sharks?
Nuclear.
No, we're not going to go through this whole thing again. Zeno, you can just listen to the last week's podcast. But here's the highlights. Mutant crabs, Japan, they're everywhere. Japan blows up from nuclear explosion in like the first minute. Cut to America, where people are having sex on a beach, then get eaten by horseshoe crab. Then cut to random priest flipping off kids. Then cut to like a whole plot line about the school play and some foreign exchange student that
Prom.
Yeah, prom. That's fucking way older than everybody else. Radu. And then cut to they get jumped and Radu comes back and tells everybody that horseshoe crabs are attacking and everybody thinks he's high.
No, that they're badgers.
Yeah, because nobody knows what a horseshoe crab is in this movie.
Yeah, and then
Nobody.
Okay.
And then cut to
I don't know what a horseshoe crab is.
you would know it
Yes,
if you
you do.
saw it. And then cut to fucking everybody starts getting attacked by the horseshoe crabs and they start taking over people's minds like zombies. And then like
Think Alien, but doggy style.
yeah, doggy style. And then like cut to the priest that was flipping off people getting killed by horseshoe crab.
Giant Bigfoot.
And then cut to fucking Gundam mech battle against giant fucking horseshoe crab mutant. Then cut to they passed out and present day where they're fighting in Japan
With the giant shark.
with the
mech.
giant shark mech. That was made Iron Man style out of fucking metal
What was left in
scraps,
their
metal
dad's
scraps,
garage, yeah.
fucking leftover 10 gauge wire, rubber band, and fucking piece of cardboard.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not going to talk about the whole movie again because we spent 50 minutes on this the last episode, Zeno. So just listen to the podcast and you'll have everything you know about that movie.
Okay.
It was
Sounds awful.
It was pretty bad. He watched it sober. We questioned why. Your new shitty movie. What is this one, E?
So let me start off with, and I'll try to keep it as brief as possible because even my girlfriend who listens to this podcast was like, "Hun, you didn't do a summary. You just did a fucking play-by-play." And I'm like, okay, you're right. So we'll try to keep these a lot shorter. Let's start with a good movie that I was pleasantly surprised was a good movie. And in my opinion, is the best video game adaptation movie out there. Like, I've never seen the Mario Brothers movie. So this one right now is like my number one best video game adaptation. It's called Werewolves Within. Everybody in here's played Among Us, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Ultimate Werewolf or One Night Ultimate Werewolf? I know
Yeah.
you two losers have. I don't know if
Yeah.
Murky has.
Yeah.
So it's like that, but the original is a VR game. We're all just sitting in with VR headsets. One of you is the werewolf. You're trying to figure out who it is. Everybody has like a job to play. It's just that in VR. So the movie version just takes that concept and they create their own original characters with that. And you're following this like park ranger who's getting assigned to this one town because they're trying to put in an oil pipeline, and his job is to basically like make sure that nothing kind of goes catastrophically wrong to the forest that's there. And because of this oil pipeline getting put in, it's bringing up the tension with everybody. So you already got the guy that's trying to put it in. You already got this woman who runs like the only bed and breakfast there. You got this male carrier. You got this very conservative couple. Like, they come out the get-go basically being Trump supporters.
Mm.
There's no offense or buts about it.
We love that.
Then you have this very overly flamboyant gay couple, which are at odds with the conservative people. No shit. Then you have this absolutely fucking crazy couple. Like, we're talking, these people would stop you in the middle of a Walmart and be like, does my wife's ass look flat to you? I'm trying to tell her it looks curvy, and you're just standing there like, what the fuck do I do? Is like that kind of awkward level of couple.
That's whenever you just go, he's lying to you, and then walk away.
So
don't give an answer.
I'm just gonna cut through a lot of this. A lot of the tension is built up because of that oil pipeline. Then they start to believe that there's a wolf out there because something ate the conservative woman's dog, and
It was the conservative woman.
the power
Surprise.
goes out because they have a really bad blizzard, which like has a landslide or a snow slide, whatever you want to call it, that kind of covers up the road, takes out the power.
Hang on, wait. Was this in the winter and it was a snow slide?
Yes.
Yeah, it's called an avalanche, right?
Avalanche. Yeah, that's the word I could not think of. Look, I quit teaching. I quit English, and English left my brain. Okay. Be happy I can barely function as a human being. So even the generators get cut. Like somebody slashed all the generators. A lot of the tensions get high. A lot of people start pointing fingers at other people. In the conservative couple, the husband gets very handsy with the women. You also learn that he slept with the crazy woman in the crazy couple. Like, you know, had an affair. So
How dare he?
Your typical conservative man, yeah.
Everybody is pointing fingers at everybody in this movie because they all just hate each other. They think that somebody's out to ruin something for somebody else. And as the tensions are building, you're trying to figure out like, oh, who's really the werewolf? Is there really a werewolf? I mean, it's based on a fucking VR game that has werewolves. So obviously there is a werewolf. And the villagers in the last like 20, 30 minutes of the movie is when it really starts getting good. Like it was good before that, but everybody just starts fucking killing each other at the end.
Oh.
It just goes fucking balls to the wall. Like the conservative woman, like stabs one of the gay men in the neck with like a maple tap to like drain his blood out. She also shoots the woman who had an affair with her husband right in the head, and you just see her brain splatter over a truck. It gets nuts. But I will say in like the first 20 minutes of the movie, Shannon looked over at me and she was like, oh, do you have any like suspicions who's the werewolf? I just randomly picked a person and I was right. I just was like, I don't know that guy, that person. They were the wolf.
But I'm very clearly not going to watch this movie. So who was it?
It was the male person. They were the werewolf.
Nobody suspected them?
Nobody suspected them. So what had like the werewolf's plan was they went from like town to town and like hunted every single full moon, and they wanted a job there so that, you know, they could sustain themselves until the next full moon. So they had to kill the original male person because there was only like one person who ran the entire post there in this very small town, which was the husband of the woman who ran the bed and breakfast. So she did this so she can get intel on everybody and slowly, like, when she knew it was time to hunt, bring that pressure up so that everybody would take care of each other. The one thing she didn't expect, though, was the nature ranger to show up, because the park ranger was the nicest guy on the planet. Like, he only drops like maybe 2 F-bombs in the whole movie, but he has to like stop and correct himself and go, no, I'm an F. I'm an F. Like, he's supposed to be a goody-goody two-shoes to the very end. But good movie. I would recommend Werewolves Within. The shitty movie that I saw, which I was very surprised critics enjoyed on Rotten Tomatoes, is a movie called Alligator from 1980.
What's up with you and finding
Sounds
movies?
like it's gonna be bad.
What's up with you with finding movies that are just about animals?
I don't know, man. I mean, Eat Interact, when I started off as a blog, I used to I used to review the shittiest movies I could find at the Dollar Tree. I would go into the Dollar Tree, I would go to their like Blu-ray DVD section and just try to find the shittiest movies possible and just review them. So I just have a thing for like that. That's my enjoyment, is to watch terrible movies. But Alligator, it takes place in Missouri, of all places, which, you know, the Missouri alligators are really something.
You gotta watch out there.
Gotta watch out for them alligators in the middle of the country.
Watch out more for the fucking bro.
So long story short, for Alligator, the only reason the alligator is there is it starts with a flashback. This little girl, her grandparents get her a pet alligator at an alligator like ranch or whatever they're called down in Florida.
Alligator farm.
Yeah, one of those where they show like gator wrestling.
I'd wrestle gator. I'd wrestle them real good.
I mean, as long as you can keep their jaws shut and you're holding on to them, their death roll is going to be like just a little painful. But I feel like, you're good.
But I feel like all it takes is one little slip up while you're death rolling, and then your arm isn't there anymore,
and then you're paralyzed.
Yeah,
and then you're gonna eat.
Little girl gets the gator, comes home. Her dad is upset she has a pet gator, so he flushes it down the toilet.
Yeah, it's because anything that deals with an alligator becomes a sewer monster.
Yes. So it's in the sewer. Flash forward.
Are there a bunch of turtles that fight the alligator?
Dude, I had such an ADHD thought. I would love to see a shitty movie that's like Pennywise, like the clown It, but like somebody combats it by flushing an alligator down the toilet. So you get like Godzilla versus Pennywise.
There's a bunch of gators down, like right after it. What is it? Every how many years when it comes back?
Yeah, however long. But like it becomes like fucking becomes like it versus the alligators or some shit like that.
Just a bunch of 9-foot attack alligators in fucking sewers.
Anyways, continue on.
Flash forward. We're now following a homicide detective.
Okay.
And we meet him like adopting a dog that we only see like 2 or 3 other times in the movie.
Does it get eaten?
No, the dog's actually good. We never see that dog get eaten. And we learn that the pet shop owner is doing like this dirty job for this pharmaceutical chemical company by finding dogs on the street for them to experiment this growth hormone on. So you can figure out right there what happens. A bunch of weird drama stuff happens where you learn that he used to have a partner, but somehow he got tricked with a roll of pennies to the back of his head and had his gun stolen from him. And that gun was used to like shoot his partner. It's a little weird. And knowing this, he goes into the sewers with another guy who's working as his partner, and he watches this guy get eaten by the alligator. So this dude's having a lot of different trauma. However, he does hook up with this herpetologist, which is a fancy word for somebody that knows reptiles.
Did we have an episode literally called "I'm Just a Herpetologist" or some shit like that? Second time I've ever heard that word.
This woman is young enough to be this dude's daughter, like straight up, no ifs, ands, or buts. He's able to hook up with her.
I'm just a herpetologist.
Because they're the 2 heroes of the movie. But there's this one scene, which is like the big climax for the alligator.
Climax.
Because, you know, that alligator's going around, he's eating people. Nobody believes the homicide detective until the alligator bursts out onto the street and he's like, hey, I'm a fucking alligator, gabagool.
Alligator, gabagool. I'm a Chris Pratt as an alligator, gabagool.
Welcome to Missouri country shit.
So the 2 people that were creating that growth hormone chemical, they're at a wedding at the owner's estate. Because like the lead scientist, he's getting married that day, and the dude who owns the plant is throwing it at his gigantic mansion. The alligator bursts out into this wedding, and he grabs one of the maids who's like walking around this wedding, and he's like just tossing her around like a dog with a toy. And that's all he does. He just walks around and he just like starts biting on people. And then eventually he gets up to the mayor who's trying to get in a car with that, like the chemical CEO dude, and the CEO locks him out of a car. So the alligator grabs the mayor and just like starts throwing him against the car and then throws him off to the side and then crushes the car down until the dude dies inside.
Bro, this just sounds like the exact same thing that happened in Cocaine Bear, where it was like way too much plot and then one scene of just fuck everything.
Fuck everything.
But it ends with the homicide detective who like jerry rigged his own like C4 with a bunch of dynamite and this fake bomb radio he got off of this dude who was threatening to blow himself up earlier in the movie. So he like sticks that to the wall. He gets the alligator to like come up to him and he's trying to get out of the sewer. Then there's some tension because this old lady parks right on top of the manhole cover. In the last 6 seconds with the worst fucking editing I've ever seen, because it's done in literal seconds, because it's like shot of the camera going from 6 seconds to 5 seconds. Then it's a second of this dude coming out. Then it comes back. So it's like shot, second. And he's slowly coming out. And then eventually, boom, you see the alligator's head explode. And do you know how this fucking movie ends before the credits roll?
He gets laid in the middle of the street.
No.
There's another crocodile.
There's another alligator that gets flushed down into the Missouri sewers.
Fuck.
Now, here's the big question, boys. Do you think this movie has a sequel?
Yes.
Absolutely.
It does, but do you know how long it took them to make this fucking sequel?
Not long enough.
11 years.
Wow.
The sequel didn't come out until 1991.
Why?
And from what
When
I've
was
heard,
the original?
the original came out in 1980. So it took them 11 years to do a sequel. However, I heard that the sequel is worse than the original.
Oh, there's only down. There's no up.
Tune in next week.
I feel like there's up. I feel like there could have been up.
Sharknado is nothing but down. And any movie that's super shitty that has a sequel only can go down.
I mean, it was already at the bottom to begin with. However, it received so much love for being that bad that it like elevated the first one, and then it was down from there.
Kind of like Trolls.
You know, I've only ever seen the first. Oh, wait, are you talking about like Trolls 1 and Trolls 2, where Trolls 2 is about goblins?
Yes.
I thought you were talking about like the animated like Trolls movie with Justin Timberlake.
No, I've never seen that either.
I don't know why that's what my mind went to. Trolls 2 is a fucking national treasure, you heathen. How dare you talk bad about it? Oh no, they're eating her, and then they're gonna eat me. Oh my god. And just zoom in. How that dude didn't know he had a fly on his face as that camera's zooming in on him is beyond me.
That movie was wicked bad. I remember being able to watch it on Hulu when Hulu was free. You guys remember when Hulu was free?
I do.
We're old.
Yeah,
I mean,
we are old.
Somebody listening to
They
this
still have a
podcast
free level,
in like
don't they?
10 years is going to be like, Hulu was free at one point?
I don't know.
Anyways, so yeah, one of my pastimes is definitely trying to
Watch
find bad
shitty
movies. It is. I don't know why. I get an enjoyment out of it.
Yeah,
But I think it's enjoyable if you can sit there and talk to like another human being about it, about how bad it is.
Krista came home from Mrs. house and she was like, yeah, so we watched this like pretty terrible horror movie and yeah, it was pretty fun. And I was like, I bet E picked out the movie. And she's like, I think he did. And I was like, E loves terrible like slasher horror movies.
I'm an absolute slut for them. I'm a slut for like any bad horror movie. Let's be real.
I'm a slut for bad horror.
Me too. Like even video game bad horror, I'm still down for. Unless it's like one of those, they just keep throwing things at you and just making the audio so loud it almost peaks.
Yeah.
That's bad horror, like terrible horror.
That's why we got to make Nicolas Cage.
You know what? I'm sure there is some producer out there that would put money down on that idea and be like, have fun, boys. So all we would need is just a few cameras, a script that Coco will probably make with AI and have me edit for some reason.
We can't make it with
boom.
AI. There's a writer's strike.
No. There's no writer's strike anymore. There's a voice actor strike.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the writer's strike was
Nipple
resolved by
bananas.
saying stuff's not going to be written with AI, to be
It is,
perfectly
yeah.
fair.
We're gonna need a giant sword for Xeno's pants.
However, there is a movie that was supposed to come out to theaters that was written by AI, but it got so much backlash that it's only coming to streaming now.
Oh, I can't imagine.
And the
why.
dude was like sucking his own dick about it, where he's like, yeah, I showed it to my actors and they were like, oh my God, the script is so amazing and it's so heartfelt. It's like, no,
All right,
No,
Al
it's not.
Gore.
I bet you fucking anything. If I watch this shitty movie, it's probably going to be the most incoherent, babbling bullshit I've ever heard in my life. Because it's supposed to be about like one of the last movie writers on Earth. And he comes across like a writing program that like writes the scripts for him.
Wait, so he had an AI write a story about an AI writing a story?
Yes.
What a loser.
What a fucking idiot. Why didn't you just film a
Yeah.
fucking... Why didn't you just fucking put a camera behind you while you did it and call that the fucking movie?
I don't know, man. It's
saved you a lot of time.
Bad. If I have to pay to watch that movie, though, absolutely the fuck not. I want to see that shit for free because that's the amount of attention it needs to get for me.
And
Is I can sit in a chair with my phone and barely pay attention.
What'd you say about waffle fries?
I want some
Andy
waffle
wants
fries.
some waffle fries.
Andy
No.
wants some waffle fries.
Did you see that Chick-fil-A is doing regular fries for a little bit?
Get the fuck out.
Why would they do that?
I don't think they're
I
a
don't like
permanent
it.
staple. I think they're just trying it out.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
Chick-fil-A has waffle fries.
Ah.
I don't like it. Yeah, you know what? Instead of trying fucking a new type of fry, I got an idea how you can make a lot more money. Open
Oh,
on
dear.
fucking Sunday.
That's God's day, you fucking heathen.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I want Chick-fil-A on a fucking Sunday. Eat my dick.
You know, I don't want to support Chick-fil-A because of some of the stuff that they like pulled to the LGBTQIA plus community because I have friends in that community, but yeah, they're just not going to get my money. I'm going to go to the godless heathens of Raising Cane's.
Popeye.
Or Popeyes. Oh, fucking Popeyes.
Popeye.
Fucking love their chicken tenders, though.
He's just saying words over here. Bye-bye!
Yeah,
Pretty
bye.
My stomach is full.
Of
My
what?
original idea was me and Zeno came with the idea. Definitely wasn't me.
I don't remember.
Then I was just gonna get really, really full
yeah.
on chicken nuggets and fruit by the foot and just make really loud, obnoxious noises in the background while about being full and act like I didn't.
What are you fucking talking about?
Exactly. I was gonna stuff myself full.
Has
of
your last
food and
brain cell
of
just
snacks.
went? Did your last brain cell just give out? Like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
God.
The fuck is
Okay.
happening? I need Zeno.
He's already had a few Jack and Coke.
Zeno, he mentioned your name.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about what he just said?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, can you
Okay.
explain it
So
to us?
What he was gonna do here is he was going to eat a bunch of food and drink a bunch of drink,
Okay.
and to the point of being uncomfortable, as Ricky does, right? And
Right.
he was just gonna make noises of being uncomfortable throughout the podcast, and whenever anyone was going to comment on it, he was simply just going to ignore it and act like he didn't hear it, but then just continue to make noises just randomly throughout the podcast.
Gotcha,
No explanation of what he was going to do.
I haven't got full enough. Like I need a big old glass of milk.
Just go
At
get a
least
big old
two
glass of
fruit by
milk
the
right
foots.
now. Go drink until you can't drink anymore.
I don't wanna.
Well, you're the milk slut.
He's the milk
Absolutely.
man.
Milk slut.
Milk slut.
So here is some ideas that I have written down when I was out of power at my apartment on Game Breaker ideas that I've had. One of them we've already done, which is the make that noise. I know the camera is making that too bright. There we go. All right. So some ideas that I've had was murder mystery. I said that I would need to get several guests for this one, but I get murdered. Contestants would have to figure out which one of the guests that came aboard did the murder.
It was
How we
Switch.
did make that noise. Bad D&D. I would give you guys terrible prompts, and you would have to roll and see how that acted out. However, you could only
I
be
think so.
yourselves.
So I could only be me.
Correct. There would be
Nat one
says
being Coco. Fuck.
where you would only get points if you're
I
able
shit
to
my
do what I
pants.
said.
Got it. Okay.
Nick Arcade, where
You're telling us
basically-
all of your ideas. Is this going to impact future episodes?
Oh no, because I'm bringing this over to like Eat and Interact stuff, and some of you fuckers aren't going to be a part of that.
Oh, interesting.
It's not very nice.
What if I
then we
want to
have-
be a part of it?
I mean, some of these you probably will be. Plus, I'm not like giving away like the rules. I'm just saying like general categories. I'm sure Xena will remember this, but I have a feeling these other two aren't going to remember it. Nick Arcade set something up similar to that. Or am I the only old fart here that remembers Nick Arcade?
I don't remember Nick Arcade.
Okay, so
Are we talking about
I'm an old fart. Got
Nickelodeon?
it. Yes, it was a show
I kind of
on
remember.
Nickelodeon called Nick Arcade. A drawing challenge, get like 3 people that actually know how to draw, and they would have like so much time to actually attempt to draw the thing that's on the prompt. But you know, they start off easy, get ludicrous as they go on. Menu challenge, where I show like a dish of some kind, and the person who's the closest at guessing what's on the recipe gets it. Probably find some people that are enjoy cooking or whatever. And the 3 Wise Monkeys challenge, where I get 3 people, get them on chain together. One person wears a blindfold, one person has to deafen on Discord, one person has to mute on Discord, and they essentially just have to try to get as high as they can on chain together. And then after so much time, we record however high up they got. Everybody switches, so a new person's now muted, new person's now deafened, and a new person has a blindfold. And then see which run they can get the highest in. There we go.
That sounds awful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it sounds like.
But those are just some ideas. Those aren't like, who knows? Game Breaker will probably die and never come back. Game Breaker might become an Eat and Interact thing. Who knows?
I liked it when we did those two. I want more on the podcast, but I don't want to make you do more work.
I mean, I just gotta hit that inspiration. Is
I'm
what it is.
gonna hit you on the butt with my face.
Oh my. Oh, I just found another
Rash.
4-player co-op game. I'll drop it in the ADHD After Dark group. Where are we? There we are. Yeah. It's called Forsake.
Foreskin.
When horror meets urbex. I don't know what that means. Is urbex a place?
Is it like trying to say like something urban? Hang on. What I'm searching this up.
Yeah. I'm Googling that word too.
Apparently, abandoned places near me. Urban exploration.
Oh, yeah, that also popped up for me. Urbexology. So urban exploration, horror meets urban exploration, essentially.
So when horror meets exploring abandoned places.
Isn't that like most horror games anyways?
They literally just put that in there as like a catchphrase. Well, hey, look at this. Urbex, you can explore the abandoned fucking catacombs. Yeah, sounds like
I'm
a
fucking
place.
Xenostream 38. I'm in the fucking abandoned catacombs. Gabagoo. I'm played by Chris
Gabagoo.
Pratt now.
I'm going to show you, Chris Pratt.
What would you guys do if one day we started up the podcast and Xeno wasn't there on the camera, but it was Chris Pratt pretending to be Xeno?
Hey, Gabagoo, I'm Zeno.
So, fun fact: either
I'm
one of
playing
two,
Destiny over here.
either one of two things would happen for all of us. We would all
right.
freak the fuck out that Chris Pratt was there, Or probably the more likely scenario, we would just ignore that it was Chris Pratt and do the whole podcast as if it was Zeno. After he did the, hey, it's me, I'm Chris Pratt as Zeno. And then at the end, we would freak out. But like after we hit stop recording, I think that is more likely.
I feel like if you start a bit, you have to keep with the bit.
Yeah, if he did it and we just started saying he was Zeno, I'd have to stay with it the whole podcast.
But now that I feel like if Xeno Stream 38's camera came on, Chris Pratt was sitting in that chair, I'd be like, holy fucking fuck.
Now, here's the question. Is Murky sober during this?
If Murky's drunk, he'd be like, "Hey, what's up, Zio?"
Is he drunk or is he high? That's the question.
Our goal would be to make
If
Murky
he was
believe
high,
that
he'd
it didn't
probably
happen.
be like, "Yeah, you're not fucking Zeno. Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck's Zeno? You ain't fucking Zeno. Who the fuck are you at?
Where is he?
I'm gonna call him right now. I'm gonna call him and tell him that
Fucking
somebody stole his identity.
Spoiler: Chris
What do you think
Pratt
about
has
that
his
guy?
cell phone too.
I can't even This is serious fucking.
Serious fucking crime, Chris Pratt.
Mm,
What are you doing?
to me, Chris
what are you
Pratt.
Doing, Chris Pratt.
We're doing it, Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt, please join the podcast.
So what happens to Zeno during this? Did Chris Pratt kill him or?
I hope so.
Switch's camera turns on and it's Xeno and fucking Switch's camera.
I would fucking die.
And Switch has actually been Chris Pratt the whole time. The photos of the person he's been sending us on Snapchat, that's been his assistant this whole time.
Hey, look,
God
it's,
damn it,
it's Chris Pratt.
No, he's gone.
He's gone. We can only get him for so long.
Yeah. Like we have a very
Does that
he's
mean
going off
does
to
that
film
mean we've
Buffalo
seen Chris
too.
Pratt's ass?
Probably.
Yeah.
We've seen Chris Pratt's ass twice then.
Yeah. First time
I mean,
nobody.
I'm sure he's also shown in movies before too, so you probably
Nah,
seen it
we had a
3
private
times.
showing.
True. I mean, yeah, D&D.
We're gonna start that back up at some point.
Yeah, we do.
I'll start you back up at some point.
No, really.
You don't need to start him back up. He's already started up every day.
You're right.
Oh, you're dick in my ass.
See?
You're right.
It's been a while since I brought out the soundboard.
It's been a while.
It's been a
It's been
while.
I agree.
I don't know why that one's so funny.
I don't know. Farts are just funny. It doesn't matter your age.
It's a very comical fart.
I made that noise with my hands.
You did. You did.
Switch made that one with his balls.
Is that why
Wow.
Lena doesn't like it when you make that sound anymore?
Probably.
Is that what it sounded like the first time you went sex switch? As it was going in, it went doo 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 doo. And then when you pulled out, it went doo 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 doo. Oh no. What you doing there, Zeno? You look really focused.
He's playing Destiny.
Yeah, playing Destiny now.
Yeah, okay.
Probably with my
I
man.
was playing a card game, but then the first person I went against with my heroic swordcraft deck that I just made forfeited on turn like 4.
Oh.
So
Did you
and
make
then
him
I
cry?
can't get another match after.
They didn't want
I did make him cry. So heroic swordcraft plays very differently in this game. It seems like E can vouch for this. Like a Marrow is usually a 2-cost summon, but he's a 1-cost summon. But he comes in as a 1/2, and his fanfare is that if there's other heroics, he gets a +1 to attack for every heroic on the field. Valiant has no evolve restriction, but he's a 4-cost instead of a 3-cost, and he has like 2 attack, 3 defense. But on fanfare, you draw cards until you have 7 cards, and then any cards in your hand that are heroics cost 0 play points until the end of the turn to play.
Okay.
So, like, if you just had a full fan of fucking Mock Knights, you could play them for 0 play points and just absolutely wreck face.
And that's what you did.
Mock Knight still comes in the... No, I didn't. 'Cause I didn't know
You
that's what
wanted to,
Valiant
though.
did when I got to it. I did fuck face, though. I had a full board. And they
In like the sexy way or in the ooh, that's gotta hurt kind of way?
the ooh, that's gotta hurt kind of way.
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely.
Had blood on your dick after you were done.
Yeah, absolutely. Blood in my dick, too.
Oh. Well, I mean, technically, yeah.
It's fucking weird.
Oh my god!
Oh
It's
my
Chris
god!
Pratt.
Ah, it's
Oh my god, is that Chris Pratt?
Switch, did you really just go print a picture of fucking Chris Pratt for the bit?
No, that's not Switch. That's fucking Chris Pratt. Gabagool.
I need you to unmute and go into me and Chris Pratt is Switch. Gabagool.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh, that was
It's canon
10 out of
event.
10.
It's got to be a
10 out
canon
of 10.
event. Make it, yeah.
I can't believe he went off and printed a picture of Chris.
For a full color picture of Chris Pratt's face.
That's pretty fucking hilarious.
Oh
That
man,
is-
You
I
know,
wish
he
we-
like
Very
went to
funny.
go print that, and he's like, "I need a fucking picture of Chris
Print,
Pratt for
print,
reasons."
Print.
Oh man, this makes me wish that we still uploaded this video footage somewhere.
Yeah, because none of you fuckers subscribe to the Fansly. Which, by the way, we got an email from Fansly on our ADHD After Dark Gmail.
Uh-huh.
Typos everywhere.
That's unfortunate.
I mean, it makes sense.
You would expect
Like, even
more.
in the headliner, they couldn't even spell summertime correctly.
How'd they spell it?
Summertime
They spelled it without an R.
sadness.
Instead of a U, they use two O's. Summertime.
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 Jesus Christ.
Summertime.
But I hate to say it, I mean, like Fansly and OnlyFans, you probably don't need to be the most grammatically correct. in
Yeah,
order to
people
get
aren't
views.
looking at the spelling. They're looking to see if you spell the words with
That's
boobs.
like asking if you watched the first fucking 10 minutes.
Right.
Did you watch the girl steal the lemons or not? Skip what?
I actually did because that's all we were shown.
Yeah. I mean, we weren't shown the rest of it because that's when the porn starts.
I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
You did?
Yeah.
You guys down for Doppler radar porn?
Yeah. If you,
I'd rather watch the.
I'd
fucking
rather
Doppler
watch.
radar.
Did you say Doppler radar porn?
Yeah.
Let's see if that exists.
Oh, it absolutely does.
Wouldn't surprise me if there
I
was
feel like it's gonna be
something
more like
somewhere.
weather person or shit.
Right.
There's-
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, hang on. Images.
All right.
Let's see. Do I have safe search on or off?
Probably off.
How do I turn safe search? What's the thing I do again for that? Oh my god. Safe search. Oh, it's off. Fun fact. It does take a while. The first thing porn related on Google search images, when you search for Doppler radar porn, is a picture of a headline that says child porn.
Oh.
That's
not a good thing.
That's the only thing that there's Donald Trump. Surprisingly, there is not any.
It's an untapped market, guys.
It's an untapped market.
That's what I'm
Doppler.
hearing.
Let me put Doppler weather. Oh.
Weather radar.
No. Oh no! Local weather report accidentally broadcasts porn instead.
Oh. That was like when that one
That's
government
bad.
Look at
was
this!
having a Zoom
Look at this
meeting,
picture!
and they showed,
Look
like,
at this
Tifa
picture!
You send it?
I put it in the ADHD After Dark chat. Oh no!
What did they do?
They had up the weather, and then on the other monitor, there's apparently just porn in the
Oh,
background.
no.
You can see
Blurred
the
picture,
You can see
okay.
the blurred out part there.
Oh,
no.
Oh no!
Look on her face too, like she knows something's up, but she's like trying not to draw attention
She's
to
like,
it.
Please fucking cut to a commercial
She's
right
like,
fucking
"Hey,
now.
can we not have porn up? Let's see if I have video. Oh,
I fucking
Wait.
told him Barry was a goddamn pervert.
wait, is there video for this? Wait. Oh, I need to.
Oh, okay.
What
Does
was
it-
that noise?
Yeah,
was
what
King,
was
that
that?
was King giving me the headbutts.
Oh no! Oh no, it's bad.
Right.
It's not even fucking like okay, like it's an accident. Like, hang on. Hang on, you guys all need to watch my screen right now.
All right, hold on.
Let me know whenever you guys are all ready.
Oh, watch stream.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm on
Marky,
there.
you ready?
Hold on.
Hold on, he's got to get his comfort
Yeah,
cat.
I'm there.
It's like
Gotta get his what?
His comfort kitty.
it's like not even fucking. This is fucking bad.
Oh my!
Oh my god.
my
They
God.
zoom in.
How did nobody catch that?
Oh,
How did nobody catch that? There?
oh
There has to be
no.
multiple people working that fucking room. And nobody caught that.
The media crew is fucking
Oh.
scrambling in that moment.
Who's Bluetooth in
It's
the
like,
TV?
fuck,
Who's Bluetooth in the TV?
Imagine,
He's in the bathroom. Fuck!
could you imagine watching your fucking local weather radar coverage and like, it's gonna be a little wet this weekend, and it's that's the fucking
And his
video.
stepsister porn right up there.
I was not expecting it to be just like, oh, okay. This is.
No, I wasn't expecting that either.
I was expecting it to be like the opening of a porno with like somebody just kind of naked, not just like, oh, I'm
Maybe get some
right
head
in
or
the
something.
middle.
not like this. I'm going to fucking be sleeping and you're going to start having sex with me while I'm asleep, and then I'll wake up and be okay with it. Porn. Oh God. Well then. So I don't know that Doppler weather porn could compete with what I just watched there. That is a
I mean,
blunder.
that did have weather, and I guess it did have porn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it had everything Murky
Like-
was asking about.
Yeah.
I guess there was no Doppler. There was no Doppler or anything.
I
just the
mean,
temperatures.
Doppler was used, right?
Something was gonna get used, but I don't know if it was the Doppler at that time.
You know, somebody got fired for that, but that also means that somebody was using a work computer to watch porn in a computer that was hooked up to the media streaming thing, which
Right.
probably isn't a very private computer. So that's whenever you go, oops, wrong tab. I meant to show you the weather forecast, not what I'm actually watching while the news is happening. The reason nobody caught it is because the dude was busy watching that video while they
Yeah.
were streaming it.
Is bad.
When's our like last episode of the season gonna be? Because I know we talked about that.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
we
always
can-
supposed to be the worst season finale ever. So I mean, this would be it. This could cut it.
This could cut it. I mean, we can always try next week and then cut it for the year and then start back again in January.
Yeah.
Give us some time to have stories and stuff built up because,
It's only August.
yeah, I mean, it's only August, which is why it's a little early. Like, we
Maybe
could
come
He's
do
like
like-
fucking
We'll come
nerd.
give you like a Halloween and a Christmas special.
something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
feel like we at least owe a Halloween special, you know?
Yeah. So we'll figure it out. I guess that means we're ending the podcast right now.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just work here.
You don't get paid. You don't get paid.
Wait, Zeno gets paid?
No. No,
No.
I'm the
Why
only
am
one.
I getting paid?
I'm the only one that gets paid because my credit card's the one that's being fucking
Coco's owed money.
charged. Well, I guess this is goodbye until next week, maybe, or
So
until
long.
Halloween.
Farewell.
Whenever we fucking feel like making another podcast.
Yeah, we'll
Goodbye.
gabagoo. I'm Chris Pratt as Switch. Gabagoo.
Gabagoo.
Hey, it's fucking Chris Pratt.